Hello and welcome to the first in a series of videos going over the details of the up-and-coming MMORPG, Ashes of Creation. The following information is gathered from many sources, the largest being the AOC wiki. The footage shown is from multiple sources as well and may not be relevant to the topic being discussed, but as footage of AOC is limited, I am working with what I have. I will try to be as accurate as possible, but please remember that some of the details may have been changed by the developers by the time you watch this. So without further delay, let's get into it. This video is going to be about the past and present history and lore of the world of Ashes of Creation, Vera. Long ago, the magical world of Vera was set upon by a great calamity, brought about by two groups, the Ancients and the Others. The great calamity caused the land of Vera to become corrupt and twisted. The corruption spawned a slew of horrid creatures. Nothing escaped its touch. Through the goddess of creation's divine intervention, much of the population of Vera fled through constructs known as gateways, escaping to a world called Sanctus. Unlike Vera, Sanctus is devoid of the magic the Vera population depended on. The unlucky citizens of Vera who did not make it to the gateways were forced to stay and fight for their survival. We will go into further detail on these unlucky folks, who will now be known as the Tolnar in a future video about races. But these people ended up moving to what was to be known as the Underrealm. As the name suggests, the Underrealm is the underground world of Vera, full of caves, underground valleys, and is lit by bioluminescent fauna and flora. Not only was this the home to those stuck on Vera since the Great Calamity, but it will be explorable by us the players and will be involved in the node system. Without going into detail on the node system, I want to mention that progressing the nodes of the Underrealm can awaken dark creatures. I am personally really excited to see what comes of this, but as there's too much information on the topic, the full node system will be discussed in another video. A few details that we know about the Underrealm are that it persists across a lot of the playable area above ground, so it will be quite large, and we will be able to enter and exit the Underrealm from many areas, allowing travel between either the under or the above ground areas to traverse the world. This underground world was created by the gods to house those whom they knew would be unable to escape the Great Calamity in time. This makes it obvious that the Great Calamity was known by the gods, leaving us with the assumption that it was some sort of unstoppable force that even the gods could not prevent. Or worse, one that the gods caused themselves. But that's just speculation at this point. Now let's get back to those lucky enough to escape the Great Calamity. The now people of Sanctus began their new life, rebuilding their lives as best they could. Now, however, without magic. Over eons, the Great Calamity was forgotten by the people, and their new life and world became the new norm. Eventually, the gateways reopened, and the world of Vera was rediscovered. Large expeditions were sent through the gateways, and this is where the history of the game and the players meet. From here, it is the player's job to venture back into Vera and rediscover the magic and history of their people's old homeworld, and to discover what forced their ancestors to leave to Sanctus while working to rebuild and repopulate. Each server will have the same starting world of Vera, but from there, things will begin to change. The narrative of the story will be based on the nodes and their development throughout the game. Different servers will experience different quests and storylines. However, the overall lore will remain the same, so I won't go into much detail about this. I do, however, want to mention that the history of each server will be tracked, and the players will be able to look back through the history at libraries, which can be found on nodes once they reach the village stage. This is one of the more exciting aspects of the game to me. I can't wait to sit down in the library months into the game's release and read through all the interesting events that have so far happened in my server, with or without my involvement. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your personal opinion on the matter, this is the most of the lore that the devs have given us so far, and while it is purposely limited as to let the players discover it for themselves, the information they have provided is very telling and has me even more excited to experience it for myself. The world of Vera is going to be a vast and magical place, full of monsters ready to fight to the death to prevent you from continuing your adventure and retaking the land. And that's without even talking about the other players that are going to be there to do the same thing. I can't wait to see you guys out there. If you liked the video, don't forget to do the usual like and subscribe. I also have a referral link in the description if you are interested in signing up for a free account. I also have a live stream over on Twitch if you want any questions answered live, or if you just want to hang out with the community. A link for my Twitch account is also in the description. I'm live Tuesday through Saturday. See you guys on the next one.